I can't believe I'm doing it. This is the last spot on my pedal board that I'm filling in. Really important. It's like a Tetris piece getting filled in or something. Let's go check it out. If you haven't seen my pedal board, this is it. And I've had a spot here between the dynamic filter and the Strymon for a while. And I've been contemplating long and hard what type of gear should probably go in this. I was thinking maybe a reverb. I've had the worst luck with reverb on my pedal board. So that's why I actually have the Strymon Timeline and the Digitech Multiplay. Figured more delay gives me a lot more flexibility in playing guitar and piano and synthesizers and things. I have a MIDI Verb Alesis rack that just kills it for studio stuff, so don't really need it on my pedal board. I'm gonna go through this real quick. I have the Turbo Rat starting off kind of things. I could talk about the tuner, but that's not that interesting. Turbo Rat I have set to like maybe praise and worship or kind of overdrive settings. It's really nice, and then if I ever really feel like cranking up that distortion, it gets gnarly fast. Those are kind of my settings. The Muffuletta is insane. I just have that always doing all sorts of different things. Right now it's set to the, I believe, Civil War style, and it just hits everything like knocking teeth out with a sledgehammer. It's so heavy and it's so loud and it's so massive. Even at these settings, it's maybe too much. The dynamic filter lets me, do the Metallica thing, Kirk Hammett, so I'm always like playing doodlies with that. Completely kidding. Kevin Shields uses these. They actually have kind of some different names for these. One is the T-Wah, and I think this is pretty much the same thing. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They also make an Ottawa, which is, I think, is the AW3. And I was in the guitar shop and I kind of compared the two. The dynamic filter just won for me. Because if you set it in this manual expression mode, I think it takes away the sensitivity, and then you get to set off your cutoff frequency and Q. It's really, really cool, and it does a lot for looping and all sorts of fun stuff. Rainbow Machine. If you have a Rainbow Machine, dial in these settings for amazing like echo, doubler sounds. It's awesome. Strymon Timeline. It's probably my favorite pedal. It's kind of my sound, unfortunately. I'm trying to play with it less, but that's still proving hard. It's just so versatile, and it can do reverb really well. If you're kind of stuck between some reverb pedals, still consider the Timeline, because the pattern delays let you do some really cool textures that can kind of, take place of reverb. The Multiplay is doing all these wild sounds right now, leaving just this tiny spot, and I've been thinking long and hard what can possibly get in there, and I think I have just the thing. Is that straight? Might not be straight enough for some of the Instagram folks. Let's check it out. What do you guys think? Should have I gone sugar-free, or do you like the original? I'll maybe throw some picks in there. I'm kind of bad. I actually use these thumb picks. I forget the name, they're like Bumblebee something, but I never lose them, and they're great for like throwing on a headstock and stuff. Alright, here's my loop. I want to do a full video on the Multiplay because it's crazy. I haven't figured it out. It just always leaves me confused. It does this like hold thing. Check this. I think it was like the OG weird pedal. I get a lot of comments often telling me to do crazy stuff with the magic button. It doesn't really do much because I do have my pitch straight up. Kind of doing that doubler echo thing. chorus. Anyway, that's how I complete my pedal board. Like, subscribe if you want to see more.